Okay, without having to alternate combinations, I would start with the first combo where I go down the angle 1 and continue around and go down the angle 2. Back down angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 2, angle 1, angle 2. The other hand can support. It can support. On the first one, I can alternate forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand. Okay, so that's the first 20 seconds of work. It was continuing with follow through. Next 20 seconds of work, I might just switch hands, do the same combination. But what I want to do next is show eventually what the other combination would be. Let me do it with the left hand though, as to not cheat the process. Okay, so I'm going to go down, down, up, up. If I do the full 4 shots, okay, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So if I do 20 seconds to work, 20 seconds of work in this manner and then 10 seconds rest, I will have effectively did the same combination with each hand, which was continuing with the follow through after the angle 1 into a follow through angle 2, which makes a sideways infinity shape in the air. So just to establish that, the next 30 seconds of work, or 10 of rest, but we'll be going down the angle 1 and right back up it before. Anyways, I'll demonstrate. So that one, I might have done the wrong combo. As you get tired and fatigued, your coordination will go down and diminish. So until you develop a fitness level that can keep up with it. Next, I would repeat the same combination with the left hand. For this drill, it's down, right back up the same line, and then continue. So I might have went over 20 seconds, but the idea is I would go down a diagonal line and back up that diagonal line. Down, back up. Down, back up. You didn't see me thrust on that, but that could be something you do. So could using a different type of implement, such as a crescent wrench. This is something I play around with in the house and I like to shadow box with for fitness purposes. And I can do certain type of Eskrima or twist lunge, a full body type things. But I like to keep my fitness up this way, and I did experiment with going down and back up with this tool. I could also switch hands. Okay, and I'm not declaring one combination is better than another, but if you experiment, you'll find with certain tools one combination will be possibly better than the other for that weapon, for that situation, for that context. This is light and very maneuverable, and it can do things that a heavier tool maybe you can't pull off that kind of thing with in the time you have, if you had the strength or ability to do it at all. Anyways, so what I was advising is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest, and what I did there is I did the same hand, did the same, my left hand did the right, and right hand did the same thing as the left. I started with the infinity symbol where I followed through with the angle 1. If you take in mind this type of tool, maybe the same drill would take on a different look, where I follow through with the puño, follow through with the puño, follow through with the puño. Now that's just a 2 count. The other 4 counts that I did with the other end of the weapon, the 4 count strikes I did, the combos, which started with the down X, there was an up X with that. Or if I did down single, I came back up that diagonal. So those were the 2 combos I alternated with. They're not the same. Again, follow through on the first X, and then come up and retrace it, or just do the single diagonal line, go down and back up it prior to the other one, which you go up and down. Anyways, that's the two drills I wanted to combine. Now, if my right hand would do one, then my left hand would do one. My right hand would do another one, my left hand would do one. So then I could do this eventually with a shorter dagger. Okay, for instance, combo one, all the way down, all the way up. Okay, and add that in. Combo two, down, up. There's the two alternating combos. If I switch hands, follow through first. Second one, retrace the same diagonal line. So that's how I alternate hands. This could be for skill development, not just muscular strength. But it's more, it takes some endurance, but it's sort of, it's not that I need endurance, I need feel to get it correct. You know, find the right range and time to snap that out. It's kind of similar to the boxing jabs. Here, I can really use my feet, connect to the ground. And this is just with a, these are my objects for training. I hope you got some out of my Tabata ideas. If I were to blend and further this task, sorry for the camera problem here, I would quickly correct this to the best of my ability. Stay with me, I'll do a little spot A dagger long and short demo. Long and short. So I might go down, up, down, down, up, down, down, diagonal, down, diagonal, down, down. Stay on that diagonal. So that was my theme for the presentation here. I wanted to alternate those two ways of starting. Angle 1 and a 2 in some systems was that right there, the forehand diagonal, then the backhand diagonal. Might come off with a stick, or sometimes different. It might fall to the other side through, but doesn't have to with the tip of the weapon. That's different than this. But each tool has a different characteristic, and maybe a hammer, or just the way that I can move my hand like I would with a hammer, brings out the possibility of something tight like this occurring, where I could throw angle 1 and 2. And I know Blintock and other styles have these abilities to keep it tight and not cross the same way that you might if you did this full circle. So in comparison, the second combination I alternated with, you go down, up, and then up, down, the diagonal lines. So you might do it as a 4 count, and that's fine if I did that on this side. That's the infinity symbol to some sense still. Or the icus. Down, up, down, up. Fine. Could use this. Anyways, it goes and goes and grows. So those are my 4 counts. You could do them in 6s. How I did that was, once I finished my X and the follow through, I just added in, a side-to-side motion. But sometimes after the first X, I would do the upward X. But so that I would consider this the figure 8 symbol at the end, where you do the side-to-side motion. So again, if I did on this side, if I did the X down, you can do it up. You can do the side-to-side figure 8 motion there. You can do thrusting motions there. So if I do a down X, I can do up X. I can do side-to-side. I can do thrust. Down, up. Using this type of blade just gave me the reminder, whereas some stick fighters I've heard they would touch their head with their stick, and that was a reminder that their stick was still indeed in their hand, because in their stick fights you might get hit with the adrenaline pumping. You don't know if you dropped your weapon, but you're still fighting, and they'll box and punch and hit with sticks. And that was a reminder that if I had a bladed instrument, I don't know if I would definitely have to make sure it was the spine of the blade. So what happened personally is I touched my neck with this and made the hair on my neck stand up a little, because you can just imagine if you cut your head off with something like this by accident, there's no going back. So train with trainers instead of live blades.